All right, what's going on, guys? Good morning, everybody. Bunch of you, like so many of you, have been enjoying the stuff with Roadie, the little Rottweiler pup, little female. She's my girl. I call her my little macaroni. Love that dog. But let's go over a couple of things. I posted a picture this morning of me sitting on the crate top, and she's behind me, and she's visibly not happy with me. You know, it's kind of a funny picture, but she was a little pissed. So a bunch of you sent me messages asking, like, what exactly was going on there? What were you trying to do? Well, it's pretty simple. Roadie's biggest issue was, besides, I guess at times she's really, really wild and a little rambunctious and gets mouthy and, you know, can be a handful. Her biggest issue, if you guys remember when I took her here, she didn't have much confidence. And she's really scared and insecure around a lot of things. New situations freak her out. So my very first job, my most important job with her, is to build her up, make her a little more secure, let her believe in herself a little more, and just make her more confident. That's it. That's my first job. Now, normally, I don't do board and trains with puppies this young. She's somewhere between 4 and 5 months old, I believe. But this is the second one in a row now. Dell also was very, very young. The only reason I'm doing it is, for one, I know the owners well, and they're out of Nashville, Dell and Roadie. And so what I'm doing with both of them, and I'll be getting Dell back right after Christmas, I'm starting the process. I'll keep them a few weeks, teaching them how to learn, laying a foundation. But for me, just like I tell the owners, doing a board and train with a puppy that young, it's just a waste of time to me, waste of money. Because, yeah, you can do a lot, but you're not going to get the most for your money at this age. But I'm fortunate with knowing both owners of both dogs. Once I send Roadie back home in a couple of weeks, after another month or 2 or 3, however it works out, as she gets a little older, I'm going to take her back again and start doing more things with her and advance the training. And I will do that as many times as I have to throughout the first 1 or 2 years of her life until I get her to where I want her to be. Okay, so now let's focus again on the picture this morning. Every day we have our morning routine. When I come out, I take her out, she's all fired up, and the first thing we do is we start working, right? You guys have seen some of the videos. We're training first thing in the morning. That's how she's eating her breakfast, okay? So now she's in that routine. She knows what's coming on, and when I take her out, she's full of fire. Like, she's ready to go, and then once I say, you ready? Well, she knows we're starting. It's on, okay? So she's balls to the wall, ready to go. The reason I do that every day, again, was to just make her stronger, get her built up. But now, I talk about quite often how I don't like training in any kind of pattern. I don't like the dogs to anticipate things. I want the dog to truly pay attention to what comes out of my mouth, right? There's a saying in dog training that so many people use, and it's, you know, train the dog in front of you. And I understand where it comes from, and I understand what the intentions are, but I look at things a little differently, okay? I like to train the dog for the situation it's going to be living its life in. What do I mean by that? So Roadie's in that routine now where she's fired up. She knows that's what gets her to what she wants, right? That's our routine. If I continue to do that, to make videos that look good, to show how amazing the dog looks, and to keep making them better and better and getting her obedience better and bring out as much drive as I can to her. Yeah, it's great for videos. It will get a lot of views. I'll get a lot of compliments, but it's not fair. And it's selfish on my part to do that to Roadie and to her owners, okay? Because she's not going to a working home. She's not an IGP dog or a PSA dog or nothing like that. She's going to a regular, everyday family home where she's going to be a family pet. So now picture if I continue to do that every day with her, and then I send her home, and her owners see all the videos. Wow, she looks amazing. That's so great. Everyone's excited, right? And I send her home, and that first morning, Roadie wakes up. What do you think she's going to do? She's going to be balls to the wall, all fired up, ready to go. Her owners aren't going to be able to do what I do on a daily basis every day, nor would anybody want to. I want to do that. I love to do that, and it's part of the process. But it's not fair to the owners, and it's not fair to the dog. So now I have to start changing things up, and I only want that fire coming out of her when I say, you ready? That's what should make the fire happen, not just bringing her out and waking her up in the morning. It's not fair to her. It's not going to continue. And then she's going to backslide, and there's going to be behavioral problems. So this morning, what I did, I went outside with her. I didn't say you ready because we weren't going to start, but she's anticipating, waiting for me to give her that signal, you ready, and we're going to start having a good time together. And you guys see very little on video. If you see how much fun I have with this dog, God forbid if my neighbors are watching out the window, they think I'm nuts. There's no doubt, because I am having a good time. We party, me and her. Me and my little Roadie, we party. But this morning, she's all fired up, looking at me, engaged, right? Everybody wants that engagement, that intensity. Well, it's there. I got it already. But now, instead of starting, I went and I sat down. And she's like, whoa, what the hell's going on here? So now she's running through the things she knows. She's downing, she's sitting, she's running around, she's jumping on my head. She's doing everything she can to try to activate the big dummy. And I'm just sitting there. And so when you saw that picture of her behind me, she truly is pissed, because she's like, this isn't what we do. I'm used to having a good time now, and you're supposed to be feeding me for doing cool things. So I don't say nothing. I just sat and I relaxed. And eventually, after spending a lot of time running through the things she knows, she just walked off. She went and she peed, and then she eventually lay down. And I let her lay down for a few minutes and just chill out and take in the beautiful morning with me. And we were just bouncing some ideas off each other without saying a word, right? And then after she was completely disengaged with doing things, I said, you ready? And boo, those ears came up and she jumped up. I said, let's go, little mama, let's do this. Then I lit that fire. Then we partied a little bit, right? But I did that when she was relaxing, like I want her to be when she goes home. She has to learn how to relax and just be a chill dog. And then when she hears you ready, that becomes the only signal that she will get that lets her know we're about to have a good time and you can go crazy. Okay? But if you don't hear that, especially if we're indoors, I need you just to chill out and relax and be a cool little dog with me, and let's enjoy each other. Okay? So again, people say train the dog in front of you. I train every dog for the situation they're going to be living in. I train every dog for the owner's, not just expectations, but what they can normally continue without going out of their way, without making so much sacrifice that it becomes a burden on their life. The dog should fit into their lifestyle and have to accommodate the owners. The owners shouldn't have to accommodate the dog. So I hope that makes sense. These are all the little things that I focus on and think about and do constantly, and it really does make a big difference long term, guys. I promise you, it really makes a good difference, because I know in today's age of social media, everybody wants to make amazing videos, and there's some great stuff out there to watch, and people are doing, a lot of people are doing a lot of great work. But look deeper into things when you watch a trainer. What are they actually doing? Are they actually showing the work, or do they just say they're showing the work, right? Is what they're doing going to be able to transfer to the owners? Is this going to last long term? All that stuff's important, and I'm sorry, but I think the majority of dog trainers are completely missing out on it. I really do. And the only reason I say that is, for one, you could see when they're doing it. You know if you've done this long enough. But I talk to so many trainers that, you know, they do struggle. They say, listen, everything was great for a few weeks, but a couple of months into it, it's like I didn't train the dog. What am I doing wrong? These are the little things that make the difference, guys, okay? You got to prepare the dog for the long term. So I hope that makes sense. Peace.